Now let's work on how to liquefy people's faces using our liquefy command, just like we did on the giraffe and the flamingo. So we're going to come down here and go to liquefy. When you have an image selected that happens to be a face, what the program is going to do is it's going to analyze that image. And I'm zooming in because on the worksheet, this is kind of a little small. So we're going to zoom in a little bit just so we can see. You have some of your tools here on the left, again, like the hand. Um, but once I have here, if I kind of get onto my image here, one of the things that you will start to notice is that I can choose face aware liquify. And I've only got one face because in this particular image, there is only one face. But then I can open up the different sections here, like eyes, for example, and I can adjust my eye height. Now I'm just adjusting the one side because right now I don't have them linked. But if I had it linked, which I think is a better choice, you're going to start to see that he is changing. So I can change the height, I can change the size. So we have a lot of choices. We can also change the distance of the eyes between, and that really adjusts the proportions and the way things look. We can do this for the nose height, we can do it for the width. So you can really dramatically change the way some people look by just doing some really basic things. We can also make someone smile that isn't smiling. So if you had maybe a picture of somebody that needed a little bit of adjustment, we can change the individual lip features. So we have a lot of choices in here. We also can just load the mesh if we wanted to, and we can change the face shape. So I can come in here and shrink up our jaw. I can adjust all kinds of things depending on the look you're wanting to go for. Okay. And then when we say okay, of course, it's going to analyze and then adjust that image, which is kind of neat in my opinion. So your goal is going to be to adjust your man and your woman. These are those artificially created images, but you do need to make sure that you are on the correct layer for when you want to start liquefying a particular image. The one other thing I'm going to show you before I let you, excuse me, is when you get in here and you kind of hover over and you click on the face options, if you want to independently without the settings, you can sit here and actually adjust them straight on the image itself. Now this is a little pixelated just because I didn't want the file to be large, but you can get in here and kind of adjust without having to worry about changing the settings over here. So that's kind of nice for people that maybe enjoy that particular look a little bit more so that you can have that kind of control, if you will, on that look. Now, that's a little too much, but sometimes people prefer, and I can actually move her eyes up and down. We can really, but again, what is our goal? Always is to make it look like we did not Photoshop someone. The one thing I really wish that we would have a little bit more is like some eyebrow adjustments and some things like that. But this is dramatically better than what it used to be. So let's give this a whirl and make sure that you always click OK and save your files as you're working. Thanks, everybody.